everybody, it is me, River Rain. Welcome to my new series here on the channel, Get to Know. I hope everyone's having a great day, night, whenever this thing is getting put up at this point. I'm so sorry that I didn't get it out, right after, my introduction to the series. There's just been a lot of things that happened that were very, very, well, not pleasant. I was literally grounded for 2 weeks from my computer, so it was very infuriating for me to, not be able to do this series and record and all that. Because literally, this is the only thing I have left to do for the first episode. So it was really, really infuriating for me. Sorry about that. So this episode will be focusing on a character named Acies. She is a big two-tailed fox goddess with dark blue-gray fur with light blue markings on her ears, face, and tail, as well as this big tuft around the back of her neck that tends to stick out outwards from both sides sometimes. As for character traits, she is quick-tempered, rambunctious, and naive, but likes to pretend that she knows everything because, she's a goddess and all that. Now, moving on to backstory, she grew up as an orphan, like many of the other foxes that lived on the north side of the Mountain of Life. This place had, snow constantly on the ground, and it was always dark out. This place is home to the first moon goddess Marina, who took care of the orphan fox growing up. By the time Acies was 5 months old, she would be able to attend the ceremony, where, for a cycle, the foxes would cross over to the light side of the mountain to spread the seasons to the rest of the world. Though sadly, she couldn't due to the barrier not letting her pass because she did not have the ability to spread seasons like the other foxes. She had to get held back with Marina and Howlite, but during the time, while her friends were away and all that, she had been given the opportunity to become the next moon goddess, considering Marina was getting older and more afraid that she wouldn't be able to find someone to fulfill that role. So she was trained and told stories about how the world came to be and why they needed the deities of the sun and moon. And the reason being is to protect them from the Corrigan, or the rabbit, who was born with great power as well as a thirst for power that resides in the deities. Though Marina thought telling Acies of the Corrigan would be a good idea, she would soon regret that decision. As she told more about the creature, Acies wanted to know more each time she was with her. Now this is, because, well, she hardly, knew anything and stuff, and, she thought, she had a dream, about, the Corrigan not being, as bad as, the deities are making it out to be. So Acies is I want to know more about this. I want to know if this actually is true and stuff. So there's that. So one day she left to go find the Corrigan, and she ended up tripping and falling into a hole and getting impaled by a giant crystal below. And it was from that crystal that gave Acies the ability to attract in and out, this crystal from her body and stuff, at will, obviously. And it also gave her the markings on her body. She ended up surviving the injury and decided to head back to Marina, where she awaited to scold her for running off. Acies explained that she was looking for the Corrigan and fell into a hole, and it made Marina mad. She told her to forget about finding the Corrigan because it has been gone long from its imprisonment. You can't find this damn thing is basically, what she's saying. Just no. Just forget about it. It's not, you don't need to deal with this thing right now because I'm still in power. And it's been long gone. It's none of your concern at this moment. They soon get into an argument, and it was finished by Acies stomping off. Acies, then, had to, hide her, obsession and stuff for the Corrigan, trying to find out. And it was basically, kept as a secret for years. And in those years, the day had finally come, where Marina would step down from the moon goddess position, and Acies would rise as the new one. But that day didn't go well. Like, she wasn't an actual moon goddess for long. Because the god of the sun at the time, San, who attended the ceremony, accused Acies of having, like, the look of the Korrigan's eyes, because that, like, she got, like, these, like, X's in her eyes, like, after she got impaled by the crystal. And he basically, like, saying, you're basically, like a Korrigan or some crap. You're probably, like, a part of that gang, you know? Just, like, shove you're a monster, a beast, a cryptid, or whatnot. Then Acies snapped at him, and they got into a fight in, like, the crater of the mountain. It's, like, a big-ass mountain, trust me. And at the end of the fight, Acies would turn out to be the only one to make it out alive. As for Sun, he had been savagely torn to shreds, unable to function as the sun deity anymore, and has basically had a second death. He's just like, to the void! Because that's what happens to, basically anyone, like sun goddess and whatnot. All deities just go to the void once they're dead. Because, I mean, technically, before they were even, like, gods and goddesses, they were, like, actual, like, living creatures, like a fox, like Acies was, like, but you have to die in order to become that deity. It's really weird. Don't ask how I came up with that. I don't know. This caused outrage on the light side of the world, leading to Acies people, like, getting driven out and all that. And everyone was just angry. And Leoval was just like, yo, like, Leoval is, like, the ultimate god, basically. Like, the ones who created the deities. It came down to, from its resting place to quiet everybody. Leoval made a compromise to sacrifice the king, like, so he can be the sun, deity, and banish Acies to the Forbidden Land on the end of the dimension. They all agreed except for Acies, and sadly she was banished to the realm where no one can touch her and she could not touch nobody. Which actually leads into my comic The Other, where, like, she, like, escapes that place, sort of, like, her spiritual self to, like, this human world, and she has, like, this symbiosis with the main character. In the stories that she appears in, again, I mentioned The Other. There's also Deadfall, and she's briefly mentioned in Nightfalls. She plays a bigger role in The Other, obviously, because she's in a symbiosis with the main protagonist of the series, and she's more of a side character in Deadfall. And in Nightfall, she's, like, seen as this legend told in the Autumn Night celebration near the beginning of the story. Creating Acies was a bit easy for me. I had an idea of the character design for a while, but it took till May 11th of 2019 for me to actually, like, go and draw, like, my first, like, visual, like, thing from her. Like, you know when you, like, create a character, like, you have this character in your head and you finally draw it out and stuff. That's basically what I did, and I didn't change her character design whatsoever after that. I mean, except for, like, a few, like, things from, like, the original, but, like, I don't really think I changed her that much. Maybe except for the, like, a little slight change in color, maybe. With the eyes, obviously. After, like, the many months of creating her character design, like, it took me a while, like, as for every character, to come up with the backstory, and a role that she would be playing. Her role is mostly to, like, kind of be, like a reader, in a way, like, when you, like, find out about, like, this specific character and you want to know more about them, you know? And she, like, wants to know, like, all these other characters and the relationships with them and, like, everything. You know, she's naive and all that. I believe, like, this is all the information of Acies for the time being. If you want to see more of this character, there is like my comic, The Other, on Webtoon. I'm trying to get chapter 2 out. I know it's been a year. Gosh. Oh, it's been almost, well, actually, no, it's been almost a year. Almost a year. But I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. You know, it's made by yours truly, anyways. As well as that, I will link her like toy house like thing to the description or whatnot. I don't freaking know. Or from time to time I'll upload God damn it. I'll upload images and whatnot of her and all that. I upload a lot of things in Toy House, but not as much as my main character. Oh god, 93. I'm like, no. Acies is second, like with the most images, 43, I believe, 43. Anyways, that's that's all I have. Working on, you know, episode 2 right now, typing it all out, as well as episode 3 because I missed those 2 weeks. I have to catch up and all that. So I'll be working my butt off this week just to get 2 episodes out. I believe maybe by Wednesday or Thursday I should have episode 2 out, hopefully. And episode 3 out maybe on the weekend, if I'm lucky. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day today, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!